Tonight, in a massive show of force not seen since the Cold War, 30,000 Russian troops now stationed in Belarus for joint military exercises, stoking fears of an invasion of neighboring Ukraine. Belarusian paratroopers carrying out shooting exercises in the dead of night, preparing for full-scale war games with Russia starting tomorrow. Heavy artillery, including 2 battalions of S-400 surface-to-air missile systems and 12 fighter jets, brought in for the drills, which Russia is calling Allied Resolve. But the U.S. and NATO warning these drills could all be a thinly veiled diversion and an excuse to move troops closer to Kyiv, Ukraine's capital, which sits less than 90 miles from the Belarus border. Russia also closing in on Ukraine by sea, moving 6 of its warships into the Black Sea. NATO forces bolstering their presence in the region, holding war games of their own in Estonia in an attempt to deter a Russian invasion.
We do our job like we always do, and it's to defend our country the best way we can.
The U.S. stepping up pressure on Russia, too, deploying nearly 2,000 troops to the region, stationing 1,700 of them in Poland, just over 60 miles from Ukraine's border, and moving another 1,000 from Germany to Romania.
Together, we will assure our allies, deter our adversaries, and stand ready to defend the NATO alliance.
Those allied forces potentially staring down a massive offensive, with as many as 100,000 Russian troops surrounding Ukraine on all sides, according to NATO estimates.
All right, Matt joins us now from Kharkiv in northeastern Ukraine. Matt, there's been a lot of talk in recent days about the Minsk Agreement, right? We hear this a lot from Putin. It basically created that path to end Russia's conflict with Ukraine back in 2015. The 4 nations that were behind this, right? Russia, Ukraine, Germany, and France, they're set to meet tomorrow in Berlin. What's the thinking? Will this solve anything?
Yeah, I mean, the real problem with this, Tom, is that there's one big invitee that's not going to be there, and that's the United States. And when we saw Emmanuel Macron, the French president, trying his best to resolve this crisis over the past several days, shuttling between Moscow and Kyiv, we actually heard straight from the Kremlin saying it doesn't look like Macron could have inked any real diplomatic deals because he's not backed by the real major player here, by the United States. Tom?
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.